Oh, so tired I fell asleep on the bench again. But I wouldn't fall asleep to what a beautiful view that is. Alright, well, welcome back to episode 3 of American Falls. Today we have a lot to do. First things first, I did come on here for a little bit and I went ahead and put in this ground silage pit. I couldn't really find anything size-wise that I wanted to put around the farm. That wasn't going to take up too much space and or just be in the way as far as our grassland over there that we need to cut. So I went ahead and put that in. Also, the grass is growing in quite nicely and it's looking pretty good. I am kind of regretting that we didn't go ahead and rip up some of this as well, just so that it would look as nice as this, but it's okay. Alright, so this is animal cow as well. This is silo. Don't let me trigger. Small fermenting silo. So, interesting. We can make silage right here. We don't actually need the silage pit on the side there. We're gonna actually go ahead and leave it. I'm not worried. We now own that as well. So that's another $60,000 that we just spent, which is fine. At least the equipment on our farm is usable now. Alright, so that's growing. We got the grass growing. Well, I think what I want to go ahead and do is the cotton looks like it's ready to harvest. So let me double check, but it looks like it is. Yep. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is probably rent a cotton harvester. And the reason I say that is because, or lease a cotton harvester for the day, um, just so we can get this taken care of and get this out of here so we can plant by tomorrow. So let's get this done, and we lease that. It's going to cost us $43,000. That's a little bit pricey, but okay. Alright. I wish there was like a neighbor or something that had one of these. There is not. We won't see a return on this at all. So let's just get this down there. Let's get the cotton harvested, and let's get out of that field as quickly as possible. Be done with that. Especially since we're going to lose money on the harvester. Not only that, but the amount of time it actually takes to do this also is a factor, and we aren't going to be able to because the car wanted to keep. So let's try to get out of his way if we can, so that he'll go by. Thank you. Keep going. Don't do it. Just keep on. Just grab it. Thank you. Alright. Boy, that was stressful. Alright, so let's get across. Put across here. Like I said, let's go get this cotton done as quickly as possible. Literally the slowest process I think I've ever seen. And we're gonna have to buy a trailer and possibly a pickup to go do that. However, when I was on here earlier, I wanted to check on the grass field and I wanted to look at how everything was going. And when I jumped on, I had a message on Facebook from a guy that used to work at the feed yard. The animal dealer over there, not the feed yard, my apologies. The animal dealer. Turns out, they're actually selling their old feed truck. Because they're upgrading and getting a new one. So with that being said, I could potentially get their feed truck really cheap. And the reason that's a benefit to me is because let's get this here. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that short view of Harvester getting that cotton done. Um, this is going to take some time, and it looks like we might have missed the part of grass over there that needs to be replanted right here, so that's unfortunate. Might just wait until we go to planting next year, or just don't want it all to grow differently. So I guess if we get it planted, wait till it's all tall, twice as long. More pressing issue, let's get that feed truck back home. We did go ahead and buy that, so let's get over there and get that feed truck. Get it back here to the house. We don't have any way to transport this feed truck. So what I'm thinking is take the pickup over there, this pickup. We're gonna take this over to pick up the feed truck. I'm back. And then the cool thing about the feed truck is we can actually take the back of it off and we can put a regular bed on it, a flat bed on it, so we can actually pull trailers, which is gonna be super helpful when we go to get that cotton done. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and park this pickup over here somewhere. Thinking I would just park right here. We're out of the way from most people. And they said that the feed truck was going to be back here behind the livestock barn. Let's go see if we can find that. Let's go some cars over here. Van. That's obviously not. Look, there it is. Okay, so it seems to be like, looks like it's in pretty good condition. It is. It starts up. This works. It's quick too. Alright, let's get this back over to the farm here. As you can tell, it's very generic, just standard. I do believe we can do some customization to it in the near future, and the fact that we have that shop with the workshop on there as well, that'll help us out a lot. But let's go ahead and get this feed truck up here, and I think we're going to go ahead and leave the feed truck attachment in the cow. So we're going to go ahead and leave this attachment inside here. The cotton harvester has got to be getting pretty close to full. The cotton bale on that, which surprises me. But cotton's actually working. Okay, let's try that again. That did not sit right. Alright, so this is disconnected. We can pull a trailer with it. We can also put a bed on it. And so we're probably going to have to buy a bed for this. We're going to have to buy a trailer as well to that cotton out of here. So let's. This would be really good to get one of these side by sides. But for now, let's just go with a. Should we just put a flatbed on? I'm thinking we should just put a flatbed. Just standard. Let's do black. Let's do lighting. Let's do LEDs, of course. Not worried about the fenders, side rails. That's fine. Let's just make sure. Perfect. Okay, so now we have that. Now let's go trailer shop. Let's see. I want an auto load for those cotton bales, but we gotta be careful and make sure that it comes with auto load. Some of them have cotton, some of them do not. Okay, it looks like that one does. That's the 40 foot. I thought we had a 53 foot. Maybe not. It's the biggest one we got. Should be fine. There's a 53 foot. That one also will do cotton. That one's 30 foot. This one is 40 foot. Yeah, this one Gooseneck. Frame, let's go ahead and we'll leave lizard on there. Make it. There we go. And let's leave the ramps on there. Go with stained wood because it looks nice. There we go, $36,000. That's okay because that's gonna give us the equipment that we need to get some stuff out of here. So then later on when we're doing bales, we'll be able to just load them up and call it a day. Let's go get the new bed for our pickup here before the storm freezes. Get the bed and the trailer so that we can get the cotton loaded up and taken out of that field. I'd also like to get the tractor down there and start plowing that so that hopefully we can get it planted to wheat here in the next episode. Okay, up to the store now. Let's go ahead and grab bed on here, up to the trailer. Excited for down the road when we get to customize this pickup a little bit. I think we should also go ahead and sell the other pickup considering to do this as well. That would probably be the best. Because we don't really need pickups, and the other one needed to do it. Alright, we got the trailer connected here, and so let's head back to. I have to get a better angle than that. Let's head back to the. Nothing's happening right now. Nothing's happening. Okay. Anyways, nothing happened. We're gonna head back to the farm. Should be just about ready with a cotton bale. Go ahead and take it. I don't know if we'll sell it. I'm gonna look to see what we have on time-wise, when's gonna be good for us to go ahead and sell that. But he should be at least ready for us to get one out of his way, so we'll go figure that out really quick. And I'm happy to have a trailer to actually haul equipment on now, because we can move things around a lot easier this way. I feel like this will be a good investment in the long run. I know it took up quite a bit of money, and we're running pretty low as far as it's concerned. Let's see what's going on with this guy and where we're at. Okay, so this is actually going to be a while. Looks like cotton's going in. The bale isn't going up by much yet. That's got to go up to 100% before the bale will go up 8%. So with that in mind, we'll go ahead and get the tractor out here. I think we're going to start ripping up that corner to plant two. And we got the pickup here with the trailer, so we'll have to get that out of the field eventually so that we can go ahead and get this done. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and give this a new plow. Alright. Alright, so we went ahead and hired that guy. He's going to go up and down through here and get this done. We should probably get the pickup out of the field. Gotta be really careful with that guy because we need to make sure the harvester makes sense that they only go to a certain time with the grass, but with the other one, it doesn't quite make sense because it'll just think of it as a field and it will continue to plow it. And so we really want to do that. Alright, but he's booking it right along here. I'm gonna go ahead and watch him once he gets to the end down here. Just want to make sure that we do this correctly and we don't get anything mixed up. I will come back through here as well, and we're gonna get the wheat planted. And I know everybody is excited to see, and I knew that was gonna happen. So we might just extend the field to that point, considering that happened, which is fine. Will allow us to square things up, I guess, a little better. So we'll go ahead and rip up this area. I may have to just do a quick plow around. So that everyone kind of knows the general area that's going to be planted to wheat. Okay. Go ahead and hire a guy to go through here as well. Actually, let's dismiss that because he already messed up on it, and let's go this direction here. So the part of this that makes it kind of challenging is just the fact that we have fields planted around the field. Because of the grassland that we had to do, it's the best way that we can get that job done. I don't know why these guys can't get it right. Yeah, I think we'll be pressing it to actually get a full harvester of cotton. With where we are currently, I believe we'll probably not get a full thing of it. Alright, the driver seems to have gotten that one done. Let's go ahead and take over this cotton harvester for a second. I want to clean up some areas that were missed real while that other tractor's going. And I'm gonna watch to make sure they turn around and go the correct direction here. Looks like they might be missing a little bit, but we can come back and get that later. So let's go ahead and get up the hill here. I'm gonna get this picked up, and there we are. Let's go back down to the other side. And I'm going to do another pass. Alright, let's lower this down and get that harvester on, and here we come around the corner. Cotton actually does make a lot of money if you actually do it correctly, but it takes a long time to harvest, and as you can see, this entire field hasn't even gotten us a full bale. Now, with that being said, a full bale is still worth a bit of money, and you kind of enjoy what you did. For me, cotton's not really the vibe. I'm going for a cattle farm on here, but if you were interested at all in doing cotton, this map honestly wouldn't be bad for it. There's a giant field right there, and there's a giant field right there, and that's all cotton ready to go. So it definitely depends on your preference on that as well. Okay, and this guy says he's done, he thinks he is, but we all know he's not. You can clearly see the rest of the field. Let's go ahead and hire this guy and see if he turns around going the other direction. Okay, so it looks like he's gonna actually do what he's supposed to do. We'll see about that actually. We're loading here. Alright, back it up there, buddy. Back it up there, buddy. Good job. Turn it on and rock and roll. Alright, so it looks like he is gonna actually go ahead and finish that up correctly for us, so that's gonna be good. We're gonna dismiss this guy. I'm gonna pick up this little bit up here, hopefully. Without messing too much up, thank you. Perfect, alright. And I'm gonna come down here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a pass that direction. That harvester should be coming down this way anytime. Let's get this. There. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and plow up to this point. And then I'm gonna plow on the bottom down here as well, and out and around. And then we can start down in one and work our way back up this way. Let's go ahead and get this plowed. Okay. I was hoping we would be able to beat him across there before he gave me the notice, but we did not. Oh. Alright, so we need to plow up this side, cross, back down. This side's gonna end up being squared off where the grass is. Once we plow this, it's not gonna let me leave it the way that it is, and that's okay with me because we need it to look right. Comes the harvester, he should be heading back the other way here momentarily. So, to that point. This will look more uniform as well and just keep everything looking nice. Nice, neat, and organized on our farm. We were waiting for the harvester anyway. I figured we could go ahead and finish up one of these spots instead of just sitting there. So let's try to see if we can get this one done. We can do another pass just to get that bottom half. Alright, just as I expected, that didn't even give us a full bale. But we'll go ahead and do tonight. We have the flatbed trailer now. We have this field ready to go. We may go ahead and start the seeder so that next episode the seeder can be done with this task. That would be cool. We can go ahead and get that done. But we'll just see what kind of time we're looking at here once we get this going. Because in order to get the seeder going, we either have to buy another tractor or finish up this job and then the seeder on it. And he's still missing parts. Alright, so there you have it. I feel like we had a very successful day here. We've gotten this field pretty much moved back up. Next episode we're gonna go ahead and get this field planted with wheat because we're gonna need that for straw next year, and we can also have chickens. So we're probably going to look into doing that. Next time you see this, this will all be plowed, and we'll be getting ready to go ahead and plant with wheat. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to figure out how to empty this, if there's a way to do that. Otherwise, it'll basically just be a waste of time. And there's currently something in the tool, so it's not gonna let me do that, and there's no way to. So that might have just been a giant waste of time. Who knows? But that'll be for next time to figure out. What we're gonna do is park this, do some research. If anybody knows why I can't unload this, please do let me know. I know that it's not a full bale, but I figured, like on most of the other ones, you should be able to unload a partial bale of cotton. I don't see why you couldn't. I don't know. Why are we doing turn that on? Alright. So we might have to cut our losses with that. I don't know why it won't let us unload that partial cotton bale. The other one did, but that's fine. Don't drive away from me. We gotta fix your stuff here, bud. What are you even doing? Look at your squiggly lines. You hire AI so that they make the line straight, and then see what they've done to them, and it's confused as to why we even hire AIs anymore. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and finish this up ourselves. There's not that much left to do here. We can go ahead and start the seeder as well to get some wheat put in here. And not quite ready to get that mowed. But that definitely looks a lot better than it did in episode 1. All of this area and up around there, everything looks a lot better than it did. So we're making good progress. We got a feed truck already as well, so we'll be able to feed the cows. And if we put wheat in here, we'll have straw, and then we have that fermenting silo as well that came with the property, so that'll be cool to use. I know that we have a silage pit over there as well, but that's just a man-made small little area. That fermenting silo can fit a lot more in it. See the blue one there. But finish up this last pass here, and again, like I said, if anybody knows how to unload a partial bale from that harvester, let me know. I know I've done it before. I'm not sure if maybe it's on the case and not the deer. Not 100% sure about that, or because maybe I just didn't have enough in it. This field was pretty small, so that could be a possibility. Okay, and since we put the roller down here as well, I'm gonna go ahead and put this down here. We could take the roller out. Well, no, didn't see a lot of rock in the field. So let's just park this back here. Run up top. Here, and we'll grab the cedar. Guy who parked this in here, I'd like to talk to him. Actually, it wasn't that hard to get out. I thought it would be a lot more challenging than that, but that was not challenging. Alright, we'll hook this up here, and then we want to wheat. So we'll go over here, and probably have to do at least a pass all the way around the field to go ahead and hire someone to do it. So we'll get started on that. Let's make sure we got wheat. Right, lower this down, turn it on, and we're ready to rock and roll. So again, I think we're going to have to go down around at least once to make sure that this worker is going to be able to do everything that it needs to do. Even then, I don't know that this worker is going to be able to do it in straight lines, but we'll find out. Also, I'm happy that we went ahead and got the trailer and the pickup because we might need some more seed too long. And now that we have that pickup, we can just go down there and get it, bring it back, and not have to worry about it. Whereas before, we had to drive the cedar all the way there because we had no way of doing so. Also, the store will be getting themselves a forklift so that we don't have to worry about hauling those things over there to pick up things and bring them back. Okay, be hanging over a little bit here. This row, straighten it out just a little bit. Alright. certainly impressed with this little tractor that we've been running here. It's done pretty much everything that we've needed it to do, and then some. Currently, the horsepower for the seeder that we're running is technically supposed to be 300. And as you've seen in episode 1, this tractor is only 261. And it's doing this job. No issues, it feels like. Alright, we also have to be careful when we hire a worker on this field because of the way we did it with the grass leading up to the wheat field. Which is kind of why I want to do this one pass around, just to make sure they get it right. Just staring at that cotton harvester like, man, uh, hopefully I can figure out how to get that off of there. Considering we leased that equipment, or that's going to be a total loss altogether as far as time, and the cotton as well is going to be wasted because I'll have to return it with the cotton in it if I can't empty it. So no one makes anything off the cotton, no one makes anything off the time that was spent harvesting it either. So I definitely want to see if we can figure that out. Only got a couple more outside edges here that we need to get, and then we can start going up and down. Probably start on the other side and just work our way down and around. We get the pickup parked as well. I don't know where we're gonna put that trailer at. The shop that we have isn't quite big enough, and as you know, the garage down by the house is definitely not the right size for that. So it might have to sit down here somewhere. We can park it in the grass. I'm not all that concerned about parking in the grass. I just didn't want to build buildings over it, so that we can keep as much grassland as possible. Hay here, go to put cows in. So that's probably what'll happen. That trailer will probably get parked north and south, back of that shed there, out of the way. Otherwise, it could go north and south on the back side of the shop there as well. That's not a terrible idea either. Alright, one more little pass here. And I do believe that the hired hand should be able to handle the rest of this job. Alright, let's get this lined up here. And we'll see if this worker's actually going to go ahead and plant this wheat field for us. Alright, looks like he's doing the job I need him to do. So far, so good. I'm loving the new suspension that they've added into the game. It's a lot more realistic now. Especially this pickup. The suspension in this thing is insane. Right, let's trying to think where I want to put the trailer. If we should just put it by the shop there, or behind the shed. I'm thinking we keep up here clean, and I don't want too much cluttering up this area. This is a pretty big trailer. So I think we go ahead and put it down here. Just like that. Perfect. Got that? Alright. Now I'm gonna park this up here for a second, and I'm gonna mess with this again. Okay. Pulled harvester, folding's not allowed. Lift harvester, that's fine. On, turn it off, lift it up. Turn on automatic drop, that's fine, but it's not gonna drop anything because there's not a full bale in there. Yeah, I think that cotton was a waste, unless anyone knows, but looks to me as if. And there's no reason to keep this on the farm anymore. If we can't get that out of there, I don't want to pay the least cost to keep this in here. Because I'm not going to be able to take it out anyways. The other option that we have as well is the farmland. Let's save here. Farmland just to the south of us is for sale. Field 62 here, that's $284,000. We do not currently have that much, but I could pull a little bit from the bank to get that cotton field. And actually, we can run over there and look at that. Now, I would be probably hiring a worker to go ahead and do that entire thing, but I'm thinking that because we already leased the equipment, the cotton harvester, we might as well go ahead and utilize the cotton harvester. So all of this is rye that's growing. But this one here, field 40, it looks like, is all going to be cotton, and this will actually give us quite a bit of money. And that one down there as well is cotton. So we could go ahead and see. Okay, that one's $333,000. That one's $436,000. But if we went ahead and got this one, let's see, did we have any other land? No, just 56. Okay. Let's talk with the bank here and see. I have a $0 loan out right now, so that's okay, because we could go ahead and pull enough to get that land, harvest it, take the money, turn it. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna start on this field pretty broke. Let's see here, what's going on with you, buddy? Just don't plant my grass into wheat, and we won't have an issue. Understand? Let's go ahead and run this down twice here just to get rid of this little square. He's having an issue with this one anyway, so we'll just go ahead. Shouldn't take us too long to pull this and then back up, grab it again, pull it one more time. And then we can go get that cotton harvester set up on the new cotton field that we just took a loan out on. Really hoping to see some money returned in that because we are We have $6,000 left. So we're obviously not going to be able to purchase cattle this year. We could get a few, probably, and they'd be a year old by the time we were able to buy some more, I'm sure, and that would be terrible. But we have so many other things that we need to get done as well before we can think about putting cows in here. So let's go ahead and get this turned around. Hopefully he'll do what he needs to do. I know it's a little bit messed up. I might have to pull it down. Nope, look like he's working right along there, so we'll let him go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go get this cotton harvester down there to the other field. We'll get it started. Probably come back here, jump in the pickup, we'll take it over there to the other field with the cotton harvester. And we'll actually go this way. Well, I guess we should have went through the yard. It probably would have saved us time and headache with all these cars. Yep. You're going a lot faster than that to just come to a stop, bro. Really? Alright, now everybody else, stay off the road and out of the way. Alright. Not even gonna stop for this corner, I'm just gonna keep going. Gotta get out there in front of them. They're not paying attention. No one's gonna see that tiny little beacon. Alright. So unfortunately, that little cotton field that we did wasn't able to produce a full bale, which is okay now that we have this other field in it. Be able to get our money back for that field. Hopefully we can sell it for about what we have in it. That would be nice. And then, of course, also selling the cotton that we harvest off of it as well. This guy lined up here. Alright, let's jump back over here to the farm. We'll check on this guy really quick. And here's the other silage pit that I was telling you about as well. Alright guys, I think that's going to go ahead and do it for episode 3. I want to thank you guys for stopping by, checking it out, hanging out with me, talking. We got this field with grass, it's growing, looking nice. We got this one coming up with wheat. We got the cotton harvester going in one of the fields that we got there. We'll make that money back and then some on that field. So that'll be good, help us get this cattle operation going. But next time you see this, all of this wheat will be planted, and I'm really hoping that a lot of that cotton will be done as well. And before I sell anything, I will let you guys see that happen in real time. Alright, if you did like the episode, don't forget to drop a like down below, subscribe. Let me know what you want to do next. If you have any ideas to add to the farm, let me know down in the comments. Anyways guys, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one.